Good morning, dear students. Let us continue our lesson, the Turkish invasions. We already studied first two rulers. I already told two rulers want to invaded India. They were Mahmud of Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori. Among this Mahmud of Ghazni, we already completed in our last class. Now the another ruler who invaded from Afghanistan to India, it was Muhammad Ghori from Gaur. Muhammad Ghori, the ruler of a petty hill state. It's a small region in Afghanistan, Gaur. He attacked the northwest frontier of India. We know that the northwest part of India in the map. So through that part itself he attacked India, and he made the first systematic attempt to found a Turco-Afghan empire in India. Remember students, Mahmud Ghazni we studied, he just plundered our wealth only. Whatever he needed, the wealth of or the money from India only. But this person, Muhammad Ghori, established the first Turco-Afghan empire, the first Muslim or related as Muslim religious related, the first empire, it was established in India or started in India by Muhammad Ghori. Remember importance of this Muhammad Ghori. During this time, his invasion time, the condition of India was divided into many small kingdoms, especially in northern region. There were several Rajput states were there. Among that, the most important five major Rajput kingdoms were there, known as Chauhans of Delhi and Ajmer. Ajmer and Delhi was under the control of Chauhan. These all the kingdoms were under Rajput kingdoms, but small kingdoms. Chauhans were in at Delhi and Ajmer, the Rathors of Kanauj, and the Chandelas of Bundelkhand, the Paramaras of Malwa, and the Solankis of Gujarat. These were the different and small kingdoms ruled, and it was small kingdoms. That was the easy way to attack and conquer the region, Indian region by Muhammad Ghori. And in between these Rajput kingdoms and these small kingdoms were in between them, there was no unity and all. That was one another reason. Anyway, in 1175, in the year of 1175, Muhammad Ghori conquered Multan and Uch, the two places conquered, and in 1178 he invaded to Gujarat, present Gujarat, but was defeated by the king of Gujarat, Bhim Deva. He was ruled at that time there in Gujarat, and in 1190 he conquered Peshawar. Now it is in Pakistan. Lahore and Sialkot, these three places now in Pakistan, Peshawar, Lahore and Sialkot. Next he fought the two important battles in the Indian history, the two major battles faced by Muhammad Ghori along with Prithviraj Chauhan. Remember students, Prithviraj Chauhan, most powerful Chauhan ruler. We already studied, Chauhans, one of the category or group of the Rajput kingdoms. They were ruled at Delhi and Ajmer. He was very powerful, Prithviraj Chauhan. The first battle, it was held in 1191. The battlefield at Tarain. So that's why this battle was known as First Battle of Tarain. Once again, in 1191, the first battle of Tarain. It was fought in 1191. It was called as First Battle of Tarain in between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan. What was happened? Muhammad Ghori defeated by Prithviraj Chauhan. I already told he was a very powerful ruler, Prithviraj Chauhan. So Muhammad Ghori defeated and went back to his country. Muhammad Ghori was seriously wounded in this first battle of Tarain and escaped death very narrowly, because Prithviraj Chauhan, the first, actually considering in Indian history, he was the last powerful Hindu ruler in India. That's why in 1191, first battle of Tarain, Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori and he went back to his country. But what was happened next to know? He went back to his country but did not lose heart. In the very next year, that means in 1192, 1 year only he took, again he decided to invade India with a bigger and better organized army. Again the next year he came, he had a revenge to want to do with Prithviraj Chauhan, and this time what was happened, the second battle of Tarain, it was happened, but he defeated very easily Prithviraj Chauhan and occupied Delhi and Ajmer. He defeated another ruler Jayachandra, the ruler of Kanauj, at the battle of Chandawar and annexed means joined. This term already I told you in the last class, joined this region Kanauj. Once again remember this 1191 first battle of Tarain and 1192 second battle of Tarain, both one want to remember clearly. It is very important because why? Because means it gave a way or the beginning for establishing the first Turco-Afghan empire here in India. That was first war. Prithviraj Chauhan easily defeated Muhammad Ghori and he went back to his country. But next within 1 year he became more powerful. He maintained a very powerful army, and with a bigger and powerful army he again invaded India, and in this battle Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan and he started a new kingdom and established a new kingdom in India. After this conquest of Kanauj, Ghori returned to his country, leaving his slave Qutbuddin Aibak. Remember students this name? Qutbuddin Aibak. Again next lesson we will continue this personality. He was a slave of Muhammad Ghori, Qutbuddin Aibak, and his victory to look after his empire in India. Aibak further expanded the empire by conquering Malwa, Bundelkhand, Gwalior and Mathura. Bakhtiyar Khilji, another slave of Muhammad Ghori, conquered Bengal and Bihar. He conquered and defeated and conquered means defeated means failed, conquered means attached and occupied. These regions occupied, and he went back. Muhammad Ghori went back to Afghanistan and his own region Gaur, and he appointed 2 slaves, very powerful slaves of Qutbuddin Aibak and Bakhtiyar Khalji in India. Again these names we want to remember, Qutbuddin Aibak and Khalji. Khalji another dynasty once ruled in India. One by one we will study. Anyway, remember this person Qutbuddin Aibak was a powerful slave of Muhammad Ghori. He appointed as a governor of these region, and he also continued the attack and conquered some other regions and extended a vast region in India. So the difference between Muhammad Ghori and Mahmud Ghazni, what was the difference? You know, Mahmud Ghazni attacked India for collecting money from India only. We already studied. But this person, Muhammad Ghori, attacked and defeated and conquered the places, and he established his kingdom, or that means the first Turco-Afghan kingdom in India. That was the one of the greatest distribution, and he faced a very powerful battle in India. It was held in 1191 and 1192. Listen, both the battle want to study, and in between whom and what was the consequences of the war also, or the battle also want to remember. Okay, so this is the step taken by our Muhammad Ghori, and the 2 wars want to study, and the important places only want to remember. Okay, so watch the video carefully, read the paragraph, only one paragraph, read the paragraph at least 2-3 times, then only you will get the terms clearly. Okay, thank you.